Hello everyone, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. I appreciate it. So I am using from Pouring Your Heart Out, I shouldn't be doing that, cleaning my surface, from Pouring Your Heart Out oval trinket tray mold. I did a recent pour in this mold and I wanted to do it again. So I got these baubles or bubbles from Temu, and I thought I was going to be able to use them as centerpieces, but they'd float. So this trinket tray that has a little crevice here, I thought I'd try something. So I've mixed up some J Diction. It's the only one that I have that's a fast cure that I have left of fast cure, and I mixed 60 grams. And boy, I tell you, I really don't like these silicone cups because the markings fade away. Oh, even though I put markings on them, you know, with Sharpie. So what I'm going to try to do is put a thin layer, and I don't know if I should put the resin first or the bubbles first. I'm going to call them bubbles. So we shall see what will work. And then I might do it the other way around. So I know they're not sticking yet, but let's see here. Let's just do that, and then I'll use something to stick them down with, so that I'm doing this first layer so that it doesn't float up in my bloom. And I'm just doing a very thin layer. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do is do the bauble first. I thought it'd make a pretty background for the firework bloom. Maybe, maybe not. So now what I'm going to do is push that in, trying to evenly space them, and then take my little pipette. Oops, I think I missed over there. So it's a little dark today. The sun is shining, but not yet in my kitchen, so I can't quite see very well. So I'm gonna have to turn on the overhead light. So I'm sorry for the glare. So I'll maybe do some. I just want to make sure they stay. So I'm going to do what I'm calling a pre-fill. So I'm going to turn the light on so it's easier to see. And then I'm going to do some of it in a time lapse and music, and all of it, and then you can watch as much as you'd like, and I'll see you on the next segment. And I'm starting to do this because I've had people say, hey, they want to watch every step. So I'm trying to accommodate everybody's requests. So wish me luck, and I'll catch you on the next segment. So I got a little bit more confident, and I'm squeezing my silicone measuring cup and then just sort of doing a thin layer and then go quite a bit. Oops, that one's a little thick over there. We shall see. And then I'm going to pop each little bubble. I was going to try to coordinate, you know, the same colors rotating, but it's this is kind of a thick resin, and I didn't want to have any trouble with it getting too thick on me that I couldn't do this, continue doing this. So not going to be even Stevens as far as the color, each color goes. Then I would go back in and just push it in. So that's a lot more expedient. Okay, and but I still will use the pipette for going on the top, because that one I'm not too sure, because I don't want to go too much over. So anyway, I'll just continue doing this, and I'm almost done. Awesome. I will stop the tape momentarily. Feel free to fast forward. All right, so that has settled in. I am now pouring in my craft resin. I measured 7 ounces. So it's a 1-to-1, so 3.5 A, 3.5 B, because I do it by volume, which means I use these markers on the cup. Now, my resin is at 36 degrees, which is, I'm just trying to wean myself up higher to experiment to see what my blooms turn out like. So I'll first attempt it on this firework bloom. So I'm putting aside 30 grams, and I'm going to keep pouring till it's at the edge. Cool. I think 7 ounces. Well, then I don't have so much left over to do the top coat, because there will be a top coat. I'm just looking at all the edges here. Okay, that looks good. So let me just make sure I've covered it. I can't quite see any bubbles, but if there are bubbles, they were from before, unfortunately, from putting the little baubles in there. Okay, so wouldn't it be lovely if those little baubles showed up? That would be so cool. All right, so one at a time, I'm going to, I found Decorum. I'm using Decorum. This one is peach, and I'm going to do sort of a rainbow color. So I'm going to start at the edge. And let's see how many, ink colors I can get going. May not be able to, oh, I splattered over there. Oh, let's see if I can get that out. Oh, I think I did. Okay, so got to go up and down this way, I guess. There we go. I think maybe that's the trick. So I kind of want to do a rainbow color. So that's pink. Not sure what's the next good color. Let's do blue. And then I probably will have only enough for, I don't know, orange? Let's see. Yeah, I suppose so. Now they'll all pull in. Okay, that's kind of cool color. we shall see. All right, so since I put 30 grams in here, I'm going to shape my cast and craft. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 today. Usually I do a little bit more than the amount of, like 30 grams. I do, 3 drops, but then I usually do a little bit more than the 3 drops. But today I'm just going to be good and, and just do 3 drops. Let's see. Stir it really well. Oops. Get my piping bag ready. This will also give time for that ink to settle in. Now, this is also going to be a test as to if my counter, no matter how I level it with my leveler and ruler and everything, see if it slides, because I did this before and my fireworks slid to the side. Okay, I'm just mixing it really, really well. Okay, squeeze the tip so that I get a really nice full use of all my white. So there is still some resin left over in my cup, but I always like to have more than be short. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. I'm going to now put you on a time lapse while I do the dotting, and then I will see you for the top coat. Now I'm going to cut about that much. Don't know if you can see that. All right. I will talk to you soon. Okay, so that's a really bright pink. Oh my gosh. All right, so I mixed up some color berry that I had. It's a very thick resin and I'm trying to get rid of it because I don't really use it for very much. anymore, and it can work as a top coat because, you know, or back coat, because those coats are just, you know, you just need resin. So I am going to use this Just Resin basic ink that I have, and I think it's it's called Violet, and I really like the color mixed with a little bit of black. So I'm going to put a few drops of this Violet. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to mix that up. Excuse the background noise. And then I'm going to add some black. And I'm going to add the black slowly, meaning 1 drop at a time. And I'm going to use Holbein acrylic ink primary black. It's sort of my go-to instead of I put 2 little drops, instead of black pigment paste, which is sometimes what I use for a black. And you know what? I keep forgetting, I've got the Let's Resin black shoot, but I did want to use this sort of violet color, this purple background. I think it's really cool looking. Now, I don't remember if I said this in the beginning or not, but this piece is totally inspired by both Julie, who did the fireworks in her, I think it was her bubble mold, and then my friend Stefania, who did it in this oval trinket tray. It looks like we both have the same one from Pouring Your Heart Out. So they did amazing pieces, and I said, oh, you know, I'm kind of weak on fireworks bloom, so let's see if what I can create. So I always like to push myself and challenge myself and then experiment. Sometimes, you know, I get lucky and a beautiful piece comes out, and sometimes it's just okay, and sometimes it's a fail. It just, you know, the whole gamut. Okay, so I'm going to gently, well, just, if you could, just turn the volume down, because I'm going to put my heat gun in here, because this color berry is very bubbly. So, and then I'm going to probably heat gun it here too. So I'm going to pour a layer. So I can't remember. I said 3 ounces. I wasn't sure how much I would need. So let me just pour that. And then after it spreads out, I will turn on the music and use the heat gun. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll need it all. Oh, that'll be great if it is 3 and that's all I need. I will be very, very happy. Because I was guessing, because I do, you know, because I put that little resin on the edges in the crevice for the little bubbles, colored bubbles, and then I did my first layer. I wasn't sure how much I would need on this one. So let me just spread it out with my tool here. And I could spread it with my heat gun too, but I'm just going to take it as far as I can, or just take it in a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is heat gun it to some music, torch it, and then I'll catch you for the unmolding. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I couldn't sleep last night, so I took a peek. I've already unmolded it. So let me show you, and please let me know what you think. Here we go. Here's my attempt at the fireworks bloom. Voila. What do you think? Not too bad. Kind of cute, these little baubles or bubbles, colored bubbles on the edge. I'll bring you in for a close-up. So let me know what you think, everyone. I so appreciate you watching. I do like the center. All right, catch you next time.